Hi, Maddie. What are the encouraging things from that match as you think about the team going forward in the tournament now?
I think the really encouraging things is the way that we thumped our serves and the way that we sided out, and just like the way that we played for each other and focused on us when they were getting excited and getting more pumped. Like we just came back to ourselves and reset, and I think that's exciting.
What impresses you the most about Lauren Stivrins in a match like that?
Just her ability to be consistent and keep composure, and just to keep us like level-headed and like ready to like just move forward and like play to play.
Was it strange having Lauren on the bench that third set when she didn't play? What was that like, and how did that change the team dynamics?
Yeah, it is a little bit different. We've obviously, like, we've known about Lauren being injured, and we're just kind of preparing for however she's feeling on any given day. And like, obviously we want her to be out on the floor as much as possible, but we understand that her body and like her health has to come first. And so I think like as a team, we've just mentally prepared for that coming into the tournament, knowing that there might be a third set or where she needs to like keep her jumps down like today. And that we need to all step up and bring leadership like skills to be successful.
How amped were you to start? I saw your first kill, I think, went off the dig and hit the ceiling. I hadn't seen that happen in the tournament yet so far. I mean, how amped were you just to be playing in competition to start the match?
Yeah, Coach talked about that at the beginning. We were super excited just because obviously we hadn't played in 3 weeks, and then our first match being the second round of the tournament. So super excited. It was fun to be back out on the court with my teammates.
I mean, this tournament's obviously different, but what still felt like an NCAA tournament once you got out there?
I think the sense of urgency that every team has. I think as a team, we've gotten better at that over the season, at starting out strong and not waiting until the score is 10-2 to start playing ball. So I think just that, and like recognizing that every point matters.
You mentioned that you were impressed with how the team thumped their serves. What was it like serving in a convention center and not a normal arena setting, but what was it like for you and the sight lines and any adjustments you had to make in that environment?
I wouldn't say that there's any huge adjustments that I felt like we had to make. We got a little bit of time yesterday on the competition floor, and then obviously yesterday in the practice courts, and there's a little bit of a draft in the convention center, so the ball does drop off, and we talked about being aware of that in serve receive, and just going back there and trusting that we've trained and like we know how to serve the ball and get teams out of system.
Did you feel like there was rust that you had to knock off after being off for 3 weeks?
I wouldn't say like training rust, I guess, because I feel like we've still been training hard, maybe just like the flow of a match a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little.
You play Baylor next. They were in Lincoln in 2019. You didn't play them. What do you remember about watching them in person and the challenge that they present for you in the next round?
Obviously, Yassiana Presley is a stud for them, but I think they have a lot of different people who can score, and obviously we have to key into her. One of my high school teammates actually is a setter for Baylor, so I know her pretty well, which is fun. But yeah, she's dynamic and big, and they're a pretty good blocking team, so I'm excited.
Have you been texting your teammate or looking forward to this match?
Yeah, we've been texting a little bit. They were actually at the zoo the same time we were, so we were like texting, like trying to find each other. We didn't end up getting to, but I guess we will find each other on Sunday.
Maddie, I wanted to ask you a couple questions just about being in Omaha. Are you able to spend much time away from the hotel, or are you guys quarantining in the hotel most of the time? It sounds like you went to the zoo.
Yeah, so we had the opportunity to be able to go and do that as a team, obviously with it being outside, and then we're all wearing our masks. We're not in like as much of a bubble as maybe the basketball tournament was. I guess they were super quarantined, but with us being tested every single day and most of the teams are being vaccinated, if we're careful and we all keep our masks on and wash hands, then we're pretty good.
Are you able to eat out much, or do you eat everything in the hotel?
They have everything brought into the hotel for us. So we have a team room, and Nwani, our nutritionist, is awesome. She gets our orders and brings everything into the hotel for us.
So is the hotel giving you the food, or do you order out to specific restaurants too?
There's specific meals, like pre-match meals from the hotel, and I think breakfast is. But other meals, we have had the opportunity to get food from outside places.